For us, it's about maintaining peace by any means necessary. And there's so much negativity going on in the country today about police officers. And we wanted to let the whole country know that police officers pray for peace too. So Mary Jo came up with the idea to come out here today. And so being a police officer, being a Christian, being a citizen of Cleveland, for me it's just important to be here.
That being said, you play an important role obviously in the community, but in this community specifically, simply because of the unrest that's been taking place between police and the community, more specifically African American men. What are you hearing? What are some of the frequently asked questions among your friends who are not police officers?
Well, fortunately, most of my friends have enough sense not to believe everything they see in the media. So they understand that things happen all around the country, not just in Cleveland. They also understand that any given day there is a hot topic. And right now the hot topic is police brutality. Not that it's not real, but it is. I think it's exaggerated. That's just me. I think it's exaggerated. But at the same time, if you use common sense, you know that in any walk of life, newscasters, judges, police officers, garbage men, lawyers, whoever else, there is a small faction that don't uphold the standard of that profession. That's no exception with police officers. So that small faction, unfortunately, is getting all the publicity these days.
I understand, and it's unfortunate that the minority is getting the majority of the attention with these situations, but no doubt, I guess light needs to be shown on these cases.
Absolutely.
To get these bad actors
Absolutely.
out.
And it's a good thing. I want to commend you all, because I think every major channel in Cleveland is here today. I want to commend you all for that, because a lot of times this doesn't play well because it doesn't sell newspapers or whatever, but this thing is important, and just like the bad apples need to be exposed, the good apples need to be commended as well. And there are way more good apples than there are bad apples.
Let me ask you this then: does this frustrate you in the least bit that the bad apples, so to speak, are perpetuating some of those stereotypes that are flying around right now?
Absolutely. I mean, anybody who perpetuates stereotypes is a bad apple, because stereotypes very seldom are good. But it doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life you are. If you're contributing to the negativity of society, then you're a bad apple. I don't care what your profession is. If you're contributing to the negativity, then you're not what needs to be heard at this point. Unfortunately, that's who's heard most of the time.
You ever get exhausted?
I love what I do. I'm one of the rare breeds who I wanted to be a police officer since I was a kid. And I absolutely love what I do. I got 22 and a half years in, and I'm looking forward to retirement, but I still love what I do. Do I love the atmosphere right now? Absolutely not. But I love what I do because I do it to help people. I do it to help make change. I do it so that my home is safe, so that your home is safe, and whomever else. I don't care what color I don't see color, I see a life. So for me, when you hear me say all lives matter, it's not a cliche, it's for real.
What do you say to those folks who say, I fear for my African-American teenage son when they go out on the streets?
Again,
is that real?
Again, you know, everybody has a fear. This is what I want to put out there. I said it at a conference a few months ago. I think we're having the wrong conversation. There is not one police officer who wakes up every morning and puts on his gun and vest and says, I think I'm gonna go kill a black man today. Not one. You have to look at the total picture. And what we don't see on the news, and I know you have 30 seconds to do it, what we don't see is the total picture. We see a 30-second clip of a video that lasted 45 minutes. And invariably, it makes us look bad. So is there a threat to black males? Yeah. Is there a threat to white males? Yeah. Is there a threat to Hispanic males? Absolutely so. Is there a greater impropriety with black males? I don't know. Let's sit down and talk about that. Let's don't go burn stuff down. Let's sit down and talk about it. You know, the one thing I looked at yesterday on my computer at work was the fallen officers schedule, showing the officers who died just in the month of March. There were over 20 officers who were killed just in the month of March in the line of duty. Why hasn't that made headlines? So then you do the comparison. People who are killed by the police that are killed by people. Nobody does that comparison. So are we endangered? And you'll hear people say, well, you know, that's what you signed up for. No, it's not. It says to protect and to serve and to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. It doesn't say go out there and have some idiot kill me just because he's having a bad day.
Clearly you're passionate about this.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like the conversation that you say needs to be had is divisive?
Absolutely.
You say us versus
actually,
them?
no.
Does it not sound like
Actually,
that?
the conversation that we need to have is not being had. I said it at St. Timothy Church. There are kids raising themselves. There are TV programs that admonish you to be an idiot. There are video games that admonish you to be an idiot. There are guys who come outside looking for trouble, and nobody says what led to this incident. Let's run down the list. Oh, Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, there was something that perpetuated that. The police didn't just roll up and say, hey, I think I'll pick him out today. There was something that perpetuated, and I think to be fair, we need to know what perpetuated that, as opposed to just that 1-minute video clip that is shown at 11 o'clock at night. And it's unfair to us because the 1-minute video clip always shows what we did, and it doesn't show what perpetuated it.